Defence Minister Khawaja Asif has questioned the authority of the Afghan government in ongoing negotiations, saying it became evident on the first day that Kabul lacked control. In an interview, Asif claimed that India is waging a proxy war through Kabul to make up for earlier losses. He said any threat towards Pakistan will be met with strong retaliation and called for those who once supported the Taliban to be held accountable. He also reaffirmed Pakistan's support for Palestine. Earlier, the third round of talks between Pakistan and the Afghan Taliban in Istanbul entered a decisive stage after nearly 18 hours of continuous discussions. Pakistan reiterated that peace in the region is impossible without verifiable action against terrorists operating from Afghan soil. Islamabad emphasized that mutual trust depends on tangible results and not promises. Meanwhile, mediators confirmed Pakistan's stance as legitimate, but progress remains stalled as the Afghan delegation reportedly keeps shifting positions under instructions from Kabul. The Punjab government has ordered strict action against foreigners residing illegally in the province, with new directives for police to register cases against those renting houses, shops, or petrol pumps to such foreigners. Chairing the 6th Law and Order meeting, Punjab Chief Minister Maryam Nawaz directed senior police and revenue officials to file daily reports on rented properties, while mosque announcements will help identify illegal Afghan residents. The meeting was told that 5 cases have been registered in Hanwal, and 45 holding centres have been set up to house and repatriate illegal Afghans. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif says Pakistan cannot continue to rely on loans, as constant borrowing weakens the economy and breaks its backbone. Speaking at the Future Investment Initiative conference in Riyadh, he urged stronger global cooperation to protect humanity from the painful consequences of inaction. Shehbaz praised Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman for hosting the conference and said Pakistan has fully digitalized its tax system to curb corruption and ensure transparency. He said climate change continues to hurt Pakistan and called for rebuilding the economy through hard work, youth participation, and natural resources. Pakistan and Saudi Arabia have launched a new economic cooperation framework, reaffirming their shared commitment to boost trade and investment ties. The Foreign Office says the framework was agreed upon during Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif's meeting with Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman on the sidelines of the Future Investment Initiative in Riyadh. The initiative will focus on strategic, high-impact projects in economic, trade, and development sectors, with a strong emphasis on private sector participation and expanding bilateral trade. Meanwhile, Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has called the Pakistan-Saudi Arabia Economic Framework a continuation of efforts to strengthen bilateral ties. Chairing the Saudi cabinet meeting in Riyadh, the Crown Prince emphasized that the new framework aims to boost cooperation in trade, investment, and development. The cabinet also condemned Israel's move to annex the occupied West Bank and welcomed the ceasefire between Thailand and Cambodia. A hazardous cloud of toxic smog has once again gripped Lahore, pushing the city's air quality index to a staggering 422, a level classified as hazardous to human health. Hospitals have reported a surge in respiratory and eye-related illnesses as visibility dropped and life came to a standstill. The Punjab government has moved to shorten school hours as part of emergency measures, but anger is rising over what many see as too little too late to tackle Lahore's annual smog crisis. Meanwhile, no vehicle will be allowed to ply the roads of Lahore without a green sticker declaring it environment-friendly. The Punjab Environmental Protection Agency has announced a ban on all uncertified vehicles effective after November 15th. The move is part of the government's campaign to fight rising air pollution in Lahore. Environment Director General Dr. Imran Hamid Sheikh says exhaust testing is now mandatory in Lahore, and vehicles without a valid sticker or certificate will be seized on the spot. The EPA has launched its toughest anti-pollution campaign yet, enforcing a zero-tolerance policy on polluting vehicles. Political tensions continue to rise in Azad Jammu and Kashmir as Prime Minister Chowdhury Anwar-ul-Haq refuses to resign, saying he will face the no-confidence motion head-on. Meanwhile, behind-the-scenes consultations among major political parties have intensified. The Pakistan People's Party has shortlisted 4 names for the new Prime Minister, with a final decision expected within 2 days. The Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz has decided to back the no-confidence motion, but will stay out of the new government. With numbers on its side, the People's Party is in no rush as political manoeuvring in Muzaffarabad reaches its peak. The World Bank has urged Pakistan to stay aligned with the IMF program and continue reforms to maintain stability. Global Lender warned in its latest assessment that Pakistan's fiscal deficit will stay high at 5.4% of the GDP this year, while debt will remain around 75%. The bank also called for a market-based exchange rate and stronger social protection, noting that flood damages continue to strain the economy. The World Bank says Pakistan's 3% growth is too slow to reduce poverty or create enough jobs. It projects only a slight drop in poverty to 21.5 this year. Meanwhile, inflation is expected to average 7.2%. The bank urged reforms in taxation, trade, investment and governance to achieve faster, more inclusive growth. Pakistan's fiscal indicators have shown remarkable improvement in the first quarter of the current fiscal year. From July to September, tax revenue increased by 12.5%, surpassing 2,884 billion rupees. A Finance Ministry report has revealed that total expenditure rose by 7.6% to reach 1,760 billion rupees during the same period. Despite this increase, the government recorded a fiscal surplus of over 1,509 billion rupees, a significant turnaround compared to a fiscal deficit of over 648 billion rupees in the corresponding period last year. Pakistan has offered Bangladesh access to the Karachi Port Trust, allowing Dhaka to expand its trade network with China and Central Asian countries. The offer was extended during the 9th Pak-Bangladesh Joint Economic Commission meeting held in Dhaka, the first such meeting in 20 years. The session was co-chaired by Pakistan's Petroleum Minister Ali Pervez and Bangladesh's Finance Advisor. Chairman Joint Chiefs of Staff Committee General Sahir Shamshad Mirza has met Bangladesh Army Chief General Waqar-uz-Zaman in Dhaka. Both sides welcomed the growing defence cooperation and discussed regional security, counter-terrorism and joint training initiatives. The two leaders also voiced concern over divisive disinformation campaigns and agreed to deepen coordination to counter emerging threats. Gold price in Pakistan has witnessed the biggest drop in history in a single day, following a decline in the global prices of the yellow metal. The price of 24-carat gold fell by a massive 14,000 rupees per tola, bringing it down to 416,362 rupees. On the international front, gold dropped by a huge $140, reaching $3,940 per ounce.